Black Restaurant Week just wrapped up here in the Bay Area, but you can still get a taste of what those small businesses have to offer. Today, we're taking you to Rome's Kitchen in San Francisco.
Hi, my name is Roland Rogers. I'm the owner of Rome's Kitchen here in San Francisco, and we specialize in Italian soul food. And today, we'll be bringing you our Lobster Alfredo. We have our Alfredo set up, our noodles ready. We already got our pot boiling with water, so we can just drop the Alfredo noodles straight in there. What we're going to do is, we're going to sprinkle some garlic salt in this pot for taste and to get the noodles a rolling boil for you. You want it to boil fast and nice. So the first thing you want to do when you're making your lobster Alfredo is you want to suspect and check out your lobster tails. And you want to cut them. Now there's different techniques to cutting things. Me, I'm kind of old school. I like to just dive right in and cut straight out. I'm going to gently cut this down. There we go. There we go. Cut him all the way down the middle. Then you want to do that for the next one. All right. Oh, this bad boy is juicy. Okay. So now, once you have your split straight down, you want to open it up. And there's different ways to cut them. There's different ways. You want to open this bad boy up right here. Then you can go to the back and you can squeeze these corners. It actually loosens the meat out the side for you a little bit. See how it just comes right out like that? And that's exactly what you want. You want that meat to just come straight out of that shell. Now we're going to take this straight over to the sink. We're going to wash all this little gunky stuff out. You don't want all of this into our food. It's not too good. Alright, giving this a nice rinse off. Nice rinse. Nice cold rinse with cold water. Now they're going to sit as we prepare everything else. But while they're sitting, I'm going to pinch a little bit of this garlic salt on there. I like to put the garlic salt on there and let them sit while I'm doing the next processes, just so it can have a little extra flavor in there. Just a little extra flavor. Just going to pinch that a little bit. Now the next thing that you want to do is, let's check on our water. And just like I told you, you put the salt there, it gets to boiling. So now, we have the water boiling. We can work on these Alfredo noodles. Me, I like to kind of just cut them in half a little bit. There we go. Layer it out in the pan. Alright. Now while those are boiling, we're going to work on our Alfredo sauce. Are we live again? Okay. Now we're back in action. Now we're working on our Alfredo sauce. Homemade from scratch. Yes, I said homemade from scratch. Alright, we're going to get this fire going. A nice medium fire, what you want to do. Okay, so you want to stick 1 stick of butter in here. You want to make sure your fire is not too high, because you want the butter to kind of glaze and go around and not scratch the surface too much for you. So now while the butter is trickling down, you want to come over here and get some of your chopped or minced garlic. And what I like to do is I like to put some of this on top of the butter as it's melting in the skillet. So when the butter melts down, the garlic melts down with it. We're cooking with Rome's Kitchen, Italian soul food, based here in San Francisco. So now you got your seasoning salt in there. You want to turn your fire down just a little bit. You don't want it that high. Now what we have next here, you have your Italian seasoning. I've been cooking for a while, so I know my measurements by heart. But for you guys, you want to use about 3 tablespoons of Italian seasoning to start out with. So now when you have all of this going on in your pot, you want to get to stirring this up a little bit. Turn the fire back up. You have your garlic, you have your butter, you have your seasonings, and everything is in there nice and mixed together. The next step you want to do is put in your heavy whipping cream. We're probably going to use about half of this bottle for this. This is a half gallon. You want to keep stirring that, keep stirring those in. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to keep whisking that together. And the next thing we're going to add is some yellow cheese. This is to get your sauce a little bit thicker. This is for coloring and for more cheese flavor. Who doesn't love cheese? You want to add 2 tablespoons of parsley. Mix that together. Get that all in there nice and right. As the sauce is sitting, the next step we're going to do is we're going to add the rest of our Parmesan cheese. And we're going to stir this in. Looks like our noodles are finally done. So we're going to drain this in the strainer. Once you've drained all of your noodles out, we're going to put the noodles back in the pot. We're going to add some of our sauce to the noodles. All right. We're going to turn our fire very, very low. Very, very low. Very low fire as this is stirring up. So now, we're going on to my favorite part, lobster tails. So you want to get your butter, you want to glaze the entire skillet, grill, or whatever you have at home. You can do this in a basic skillet as well, but these are 8-ounce lobsters. I like to use something that's a flat surface like this so I can watch them bubble and breathe and have their own separation when they're cooking. We're going to add some minced garlic to it. Put a nice little layer of that. Then you want to go over to your garlic salt. You want to put about 2 tablespoons of garlic salt. We have our lobsters that's been lovely sitting. For presentation, you can take them out or you can leave them in the shell. I like to leave them in the shell just for presentation purposes. I like to cook them on the back sides first. We have our little skillet at 400 degrees. So, cook them on their backside first. Come over here, and we're going to line up some garlic on this. We're going to line up some garlic. And while these are cooking, we're going to put our butter, rest of our butter. It was a half a stick I used, but I cut it into 2 portions. So now we're going to put our butter on here. Let all of that simmer in there. We're going to let these things cook on the outside, both sides, I would say about 5 minutes. Now we're on our final 2 steps, which is one of my favorite parts. Putting the lobster to the plate. We're going to add our last 2 steps. You want to drizzle it with the Alfredo sauce. And there you have it. We have a delicious dish of lobster Alfredo made by Chef Roman Rogers here at Rome's Kitchen, Italian Soul Food.